Hi everyone, welcome to the Rabbit Show. We are here at Big Data London. It's day one, and look who I have with me, Luke from Kestra. Luke, welcome to the Rabbit Show. It's your debut.
Hey, thank you, Rabbit. It's a pleasure to be here.
Luke, obviously, first of all, congratulations on Kestra 1.0. I have been, learning, and I also spoke to Anna and Will, and had some great insights around that. We'll get into all of those things, but before getting into that, Luke, would you like to introduce yourself? Tell us more about what you do at Kestra.
Yeah, sure, yeah. And by the way, I love that episode.
Thank you.
Luke Lipan, head of sales for the Americas. So I'm helping bring and industrialize our business to the Americas, engaging customers as well as prospects to learn how to best use Kestra.
We're already seeing all the interest from the America as well.
Yeah,
So-
we're getting quite a lot. It's a fun time to be at Kestra for sure. We're doing some amazing things. We're helping the developer community
Yep.
really up-level their game and achieve the demands that are on them. And so it's rewarding from
Yep.
our standpoint.
Quick question for you. Since you talk to a lot of enterprise leaders, you sit with these executives. What are some of the common pain points that you hear from the executives, the enterprise leaders, even the developers, when it comes to orchestration? I'm kind of curious to know more about that.
Well, it's like I said, they're trying to tackle big challenges, right?
Yep.
Everybody wants to transform or modernize, and those are big, fat buzzwords. But to do them, we can unpack that. But I think we all understand that there's a cost involved. There's people. There's opportunity cost.
Exactly.
And when they look at the project cost, it's daunting, and a lot of times it hinders their ability to do the transformation. So. So they're trying to find a way. They could be hindered by their existing tools.
Yep.
So we talk about some feature function differentiation and
Yep.
some right design decisions that you're very well versed on, and you covered that really well in the previous thing. So
Yep.
so all of that kind of puts up to, well, how much time can we save? Instead of 6 months, it could be 6 weeks or 6 days. The devil's in the details. We do our analysis, but it comes down to a business case at the end of the day.
That's right.
I mean, they're running a business. They're trying to do it at a lower cost, but at the end of the day, they have to innovate. And if they don't innovate,
true.
it's it's out of either, dare I say, survival, but it's competitive edge. I mean, it really is, and everybody's competing. That's what makes it fun,
Yeah.
right? And we try to help them do that.
I love it. When you talk to, and I've also seen this when, these larger enterprises or developers, when they go kind of, want to pick a technology, they would always want to, go out and use open source first before getting into, the enterprise product that they want to choose. How's that happening right now in this space, and what have you been seeing?
I don't want to date myself, but I was early on in open source. I was yelled at by a man at Linux World in 2007 that I was going to ruin open source because we were commercializing it, believe it or not. And I said, no, we're going to legitimize it. We're going to open up a lot of opportunities. Now it is it. And people are coming to us. And they've already prototyped. They've already seen the design decisions play out. They made it work for them. And then the next question is, hey, how do I'll use the word industrialize and operationalize this process. And it's fascinating because to be able to give smart people access, no games, we're past the games,
Yep.
Give them the technology, let them play with it. And guess what? They're going to do something magical. And I'm always surprised that they introduce a new use case, they introduce a new reason, a feature, a function that we might not realize, and then we take notes and try to factor that into our go-to-market. It's really
Yep.
cool. It's great.
Love it. Those are fantastic insights. I'm kind of also curious to learn a little bit about the security, the governance, compliance. All these three things I feel like come together when they are making decisions. So if they want to pick Kestra, what's like the decisioning that happens for these three things all in one place?
Well, it starts with, hey, how can I invite more people to Kestra and have control and access, right?
Yep.
Role-based access controls.
Yep.
That's fundamental. The security, I need to integrate with my secret manager, right? Oh,
Right.
well, are you OIDC compliant and all that? Of course we are. So they want to make sure that we can streamline that process because they're ready to go to production. And the good news is the InfoSec process is not painful. We navigate it pretty well. Again, it's just the architecture of Kestra and the nature of the solution itself. And the governance. I mean, it's the auditing, the compliance, and it actually all turns into actually features that says, hey, instead of dealing with a painful audit, we're going to save you time, right? It's all about saving time. There's a lot of processes, especially the large organizations, vulnerability scans. I could say that we've been scanned by the best, and we're okay. We're actually perfectly good. So it's a good thing, and it's about industrializing and operationalizing what the developers who really want to apply their innovation practices, to let them do it safely, securely, and confidently, right? That's really what it is. The business leaders want to know that, right? Because they might have just heard of Kestra.
Yep.
So they need that assurance. And it actually turns into a value and a benefit. I always say, hey, bring on the InfoSec people early.
Yep.
We'll help you shift left. No big deal. Let's do it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Love it. One more quick question around, not only just cost. Cost is one thing. Cost saving is definitely a good way to, see success or measure success. But if we leave cost saving, say, apart from the discussion, what are the different success, what are the ways how these enterprise leaders measure success apart from the cost? How do you see that, and when they adapt in Kestra, how do they report back? I'm kind of curious to know.
It's time to market. We have amazing stories. Again, I keep on getting surprised by our community and our customers. They're like, instead of this amount of time, it was half or even more, and that just opens up bandwidth that allows them to do more. It's important because everybody's saying, oh, well, instead of project delays, we actually bought or created more time and bandwidth so we could do more. And we all know we have to do more with less. Well, easier said than done, right? Yeah. And there's a few tools out there that can help you. Accelerating a migration, for example, right? Hey, I want to move from a legacy A to the new modern stack.
True.
Well, if we can shave that down by half or even more, you just opened up opportunity. So the business leaders now have more opportunity for themselves. And I think at the end of the day, what do? We create IT as a strategic catalyst to the business. That's what's cool about software, right? We drive collaboration, contribution, innovation, and now the business gets IT. It's not just a cost center.
Exactly.
That is still, unfortunately, a mindset out there. And we are changing that game, and it's good.
That's fantastic. Also, when you look at the bigger picture, why do you think so many enterprises are consolidating orchestration now instead of sticking with a mix of tools? Is there a particular reason to that, or what is it exactly?
Well, software vendors like to change sometimes their personalities, as we know, business models, and it disgruntles some. So they don't like the relationship or they don't like the commercial structure. But also for the architects of the world, they've got more moving parts, more single points of failure that we help them orchestrate, but also move away from, right? Everybody wants to centralize and standardize. And the real key is back to, hey, I want to be more data-driven. And
so true.
You know what? This whole time, Rabbit, we have not even said the word AI.
AI, exactly.
But if you're going to do that, you better have some form of operational excellence, and you better know what you're doing, right? It's a wild beast, and you better learn how to harness it. So it's about, again, you got to clean the attic and the garage a little bit, and so the architects can now streamline and get event-driven. So we're helping people do that. And yes, I'll say AI one more time because I have to.
It's a thing.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing. Yeah.
I love it, Luke. One last question for you is, what's next? What would be your advice for those enterprise leaders, those developers who are wanting to change the game in orchestration? What would it be?
That's a good one. Change the game in orchestration. Well, just take a look and start prototyping. Start with what's reasonable. Crawl, walk, run, right? But start automating. Start getting rid of the mundane and get rid of the manual. Open up some bandwidth. It's the opportunity cost of your labor force, right? Everybody said, the product's one thing, but the people are everything. And so enrich your people. But open up the doors. When we opened up version 1.0, right, all the agentic AI, we are fascinated by the use cases that are presented to us. And we are fortunate to work with some of the smartest people, really,
Yep.
and they're trying to tackle the hardest problems. So when they start introducing that, then we drive that collaboration, that partnership. And I think at the end of the day, it's being innovative, having that spirit, and just getting rid of the albatross, right? That dead weight that's on your shoulders, so you can start running again. So there's a lot there, right? We talked about consolidation, standardization, all those buzzwords, but it's so critical. It's so critical to help run the modern enterprises. It just is.
Yeah, I love it. Thanks for that advice. Definitely helps a lot of developers, enterprise leaders, but the community in general as well. One last question, I promise this is last one, is about if people want to reach out to you, learn more about different things, which is the best place, best platform to connect with you, and also learn more about Kestra.
Yeah, I would say, by the way, I get complimented on our documentation and our YouTube videos. Shout out to Will and the team for doing that. So learn about what you want to learn about, right? Help us understand what you want. We have buttons all over our website, right? Kestra.io. And just click on book a demo, schedule a meeting, and you're going to automatically be routed to our calendars. We're going to, I forgot to change my calendar settings, so I was getting meetings at 11 p.m. last night. I had to reschedule them. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, we book meetings. We automate that. How about that? Amazing. Yep. And we love meeting. We start with 30 minutes. We try to understand what it is. How can we help? Yep. And then we do demos and all that good stuff. But yeah, I certainly shout out to the documentation team. You can pull down the open source version. It's pretty intuitive, and give it a rip. It's going to open up some doors, and then we try to meet you where you are and help you.
It's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Yep. Awesome. This is great. Such a pleasure chatting with you, Luke.
Yeah.
I know we can go on for another 30 minutes and talk so much more, but we'll keep the conversation going. We'll learn more about what Kestra is doing. All the best for Big Data London. Until next time, see you again.
Robert, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today.